And so now it's all eyes on the lights, which are red. Lights will go out. It is blast off, and a good getaway by Lorcan Hanafin from the outside of the front row, and a good start by Harry King as well. He goes one side to get past Will Martin. There's a bit of a rub between them. King squeezed towards the grass and the curb, and it didn't work for him. So Hanafin gets away, and now Cian Jewis looks to get past King, and there's drama in the background. Cars scatter, one of which is Nathan Harrison there, and he's facing the wrong way.
That's Josh Cahill has been pushed to the pit lane entrance. Harry King side by side with Will Martin. There's contact on the exit of Clark. This was the approach to turn one, with King trying to muscle his way up the inside of Will Martin, and then further back the incident between Josh Cahill and Nathan Harrison. Oh, lock up there, big lock up.
Josh Malin, and that gives Jamie Orton in number 71 the chance to have a go at him.
Yeah, he's maintaining the racing line, though. Cammish trying to get Jewis to catch up. Oh, out wide. Will Martin's off the track at the exit of the chicane.
Got it wrong, didn't he, going into the chicane? That was my little ooh in the background, and it lurched him off the road, so he's lost yet more places. He's dropped another 3. So Jewis and Cammish, and I think Malin as well, have all got up and past him. So Will Martin from pole position, he's having a nightmare race here as he tumbles down the order. There is Malin ahead of him, but it was another mistake at the chicane this time that did it for Will Martin, and it bounced him way out wide. And this is the championship leader, Cian Jewis, trying to keep at bay Dan Cammish as they come for 4th and 5th down towards the hairpin. And you can see that Will Martin is under attack, and that's Jamie Orton getting it wrong under braking. He tried to make the move, and it does not work at all. So that's Cammish ahead of Jewis then. So he's found a way by, and also Will Martin has caught the pair of them.
Yes, must have been some little incident. I suspect Jewis made a mistake somewhere.
Cammish squeezing past Cian Jewis, who'd run a bit wide.
Yeah, must have run a bit deep into McIntyre's, and Cammish was able to get his nose up the inside before they dipped in through Butcher's.
So now Will Martin tries the same move. There's the gap on the inside, and he goes through. Cian Jewis left the door open a little bit for him there, but Will Martin, no second invitation needed. Pounces, passes, tries to pull away. And number 10, Will Martin, is being given a 5-second penalty for abusing track limits. So Will Martin will cop a 5-second penalty, and that's going to drop him back behind at least Cian Jewis. Now, not that far behind this battle as Stanton rides as much curb as he can is the race leader. Look, Lorcan Hanafin there is at the back of the shot, the leader coming up to the traffic now.
Yeah, now this will be interesting to see how they play the blue flags, because they may feel that when you see the blue flag, sometimes you think, well, that's for the car behind me, but I was coming down the inside, making the move, good opportunist move, but big oversteer on the exit for Stanley.
And a big flash of the lights from Lorcan Hanafin. Harry King chasing on, thinking I might have a chance here. Over the line goes Lorcan Hanafin to start lap number 30. The gap is up again. It's 3 seconds. Big lock-up from Stanley. And that's not what the race leader needs to be involved in. People making mistakes and having battles. He's actually picked his way through there very effectively. Lorcan Hanafin rounds the hairpin. The checkered flag is at the ready. A little bit of oversteer as he comes with the power down out of the hairpin. Accelerates, lights are flashing up towards the timing line. And for JTR, it is a win for Lorcan Hanafin. Harry King there goes through for 2nd place. The gap at the flag, 2.9 seconds. Lewis Plato takes 3rd. Dan Cammish 4th ahead of Cian Jewis. Josh Malin 6th ahead of Charles Rainford, who wins Pro-Am. Ryan Ratcliffe 8th, and with his penalties for track limit abuses, Will Martin 9th ahead of Will Bratt. 10th goes to Justin Sherwood ahead of Jake Rattenbury, and then Jamie Orton recovering after a spin. Justin Armstrong fending off Josh Stanton and Mika Stanley. We lost Nathan Harrison early in the race, and Josh Cahill barely got going. Lights are red, lights out, it's blast off. Good getaway by Lorcan Hanafin from 6th on the grid. Does Harry King out-drag him? They are side by side down towards turn 1. Jewis on the outside line as they head into Duffer's Dip. King stays ahead of Hanafin. Jewis gets run off the road by Malin. Cammish tries to pounce as they drop downhill for the first time, but it's Malin from Jewis. Cammish is 3rd, Plato, King, Hanafin 6th. Jewis is on the attack for the race lead. Cammish to the outside line. Hanafin comes up to have a go at King in the background. And Jewis runs Cammish out wide. That will delay the double champion. And now Plato is going to have a go at him. They're almost dead set level, aren't they, as they come over the timing line? They are, and Plato goes through. So Lewis Plato picks up 3rd at the expense of Cammish. And now, look, Will Martin, he's on the attack against Lorcan Hanafin. He's got a good run out of the hairpin. He's up alongside. And so as the leaders pour into Duffer's Dip there, look, up the inside goes Will Martin, and he goes ahead of the championship leader. Good past that. The red line entry ahead of the Team Parker car. Cammish on the limit, dropping down the hill, and King looks the quicker, but there's no gap.
No, just covered that off, but these two need to try and work to get up behind them, the bunch in front of them. Look, they're fighting still. Cian Jewis, is he making a move? As King is making a move as well. Cammish gives him a lot of room on the inside. This was where King got penalised for crowding out Will Martin. He didn't do it that time. They're both giving each other plenty of room.
And for the race lead, it's still Malin, Jewis and Plato together. King will go fourth on the inside there. He's done it. It started really at Clark's. It finishes at the hairpin. So Harry King goes through. As off the road again is Nathan Harrison with a bit of flame licking from underneath the car. That will bring him back into the equation, Harry King, on the tail of the leading three. So he's off the road, as you see. How did he get there? Let's have a look. He was in strife in the first race after a bit of contact early. Right, so have another look at this, Tim.
He straight lines it, launches the car, and he comes down right on the curb. He comes down on that sausage curb, literally straddled it and came down. Of course, rear engine, curb in the middle, that just literally broke the engine.
Cian Jewis, if you look at the left front of the car, you'll see the liquid coming out, the coolant after a little bit of contact. It's not that badly damaged a car, but it's enough to puncture the radiator, and Cian Jewis accelerated into the pit lane, is still in the pit lane, and it looks like retirement looms given the damage to the car. Now, out of the hairpin, we're back racing. So Josh Malin tries to break away. Harry King straight away is on his toes to see if he can find a way past Lewis Plato, who goes wide. He goes off the road, and Harry King goes through, straight past him into second place. And now Harry King is going to make his move for the race lead, isn't he? As he comes down towards the hairpin, he oh so wants a victory. And he goes very deep to the outside line. Plato is still third ahead of Cammish. So now Josh Malin is under huge attack as he moves across to defend from Harry King. Harry will go to the outside line. Malin on the inside as they put 13 laps in the book. And Harry King is about to make a dive. Is he? Which way, though? Left or right? Down towards Duffer's Dip. He's up the curb. He tries the outside line, down the hill, the inside line for the next corner. Breathe in, Harry. He breaks late, and he's done it. King leads.
Well, that was a great overtake. He set that up, managed to rotate the car, get inside. That was a really good move. Look at Harry King, right out wide. He doesn't give a monkeys.
And that is Charles Rainford, who was leading in Pro-Am, and he is out of the race. So Charles Rainford retires. They could not be closer, could they now? You get the feeling something's about to give, but can Malin hang on in there to the very end? Hanafin is on the attack. Martin's all over the back of Cammish. To the outside line of Malin goes Plato. Cammish looks to try to get up the inside of Plato, and he does it. That's for third. And Dan Cammish in the blue and yellow car goes through, takes up third position now.
And it looks like there's some bodywork ramming on Hanafin's car, but that was exactly the danger I was talking about. Just if you go to the outside, Plato looked to go around the outside to cut back, as now Hanafin gets past Will Martin. You leave the door open, and Cammish was straight into that gap.
The reigning champ is back. Harry King wins as he comes across the line. He takes honours in the 8th round of Carrera Cup GB. And Josh Malin's best result in Carrera Cup. A brilliant drive to be second. Dan Cammish is third. Lewis Plato fourth from the championship leader Lorcan Hanafin, and Will Martin in 6th. 7th goes to Jamie Orton ahead of Will Bratt. A class win, the first of the year for Jake Rattenbury in Pro-Am ahead of Mika Stanley. Ryan Ratcliffe 11th after a fairly busy race ahead of the Am winner Justin Sherwood. Josh Stanton 13th, second Am ahead of Josh Cagill, but we lost Charles Rainford and Justin Armstrong. We lost Cian Jewis and spectacularly Nathan Harrison.